So how did they get the text they use today? Let's look at that. The text that they use today is called the Hafs text. And that was chosen by this character, Muhammad ibn Ali al-Husayni al-Haddad, in 1924, there in Cairo, because they had a dilemma in the high school. The high schools were asking for standardized texts on the Quran, and student after student after student, whenever they asked for this verse or that verse to answer a question, they were giving different verses that didn't have the same meaning. And of course, that caused a dilemma. How can you have standardized tests if people have different answers? So they went to Muhammad al-Husayni to say, could you choose one of these 30 official texts that had been chosen by Ibn Mujahid in 936, had been chosen, 14 had been chosen by al-Shatibi in 1194, and another 6 were chosen by al-Jazari in 1429. That's 15th century, that's 800 years after Muhammad. Muhammad Ali Hussein chose the one that the Ottomans had chosen. So he chose the Hafs text. That was the only reason. He should have chosen one from Medina or Mecca. He forgot to do that. He chose one from Kufa that was written in 796. So that was written in 796 for the schools in Cairo that the dilemma had been eradicated. They now had a text they could use. That became so successful because they took all the other manuscripts that disagreed, they took them out into a boat on the Nile River, and they dumped them into the Nile, thinking that would get rid of the other 29. No, it didn't. Because all over the world, they were using the other 29 in different geographical locations, including the Warsh text, which is used all across North Africa. And that has still been used across North Africa today. About 3% of all Muslims use the Warsh, which has 5,000 differences with the Hafs text. Nonetheless, it became so successful in Cairo by using one manuscript, one text, one derivation, the Hafs text, that in 1936 they then made it the official text for all of Egypt, for the whole country of Egypt, and they call it the Farouk edition because that's the year that King Farouk came to power.
That's right.
That became so popular, Al-Fadi, that in 1985, King Fahd, who was in power at that time. He'd been in power since 1982, so he'd been in power for 3 years. He saw what was happening in Egypt, and he decided, whoa, wait a minute. We can do the same thing for the whole world. We're the ones that control the holy places. We are therefore going to make the Hafs text the official text for the entire world. Why didn't they make the official text that came from Mecca and Medina? And what text are we talking about there? I'm just going to go and show it. If I bring that up, there's the 7 readers, here's the 14 transmitters, and there are the 6 qira'ats. Notice they should have used Nafi or Ibn Kathir over on your side, the green ones are, because those are from Mecca and Medina. Why didn't they choose Nafi or Ibn Kathir?
I mean, obviously, I think we talked about it before. It seemed like they were focused more on popularity.
Absolutely. Yeah. It had nothing to do with authority. No one even opened one page to read one word or one sentence. They just chose who was the most popular, and Hafs was the most popular because the Ottomans had chosen. That's what it comes down to. The book we're using today was chosen in 1987, which means both you and I are older than the Quran.
Amen to that. Thank you, brother. Thank you, everyone. Till next time, have a blessed day.